So what are the implications of disturbed attachment? Well, I think that there is no better example of disturbed attachment than children of war zones or any sort of, disaster zones. So this is perhaps one of the places where disturbed attachment is clearly visible in children who have been separated from their caregivers in war. So many studies have been conducted on the implications of war on children who are separated from their parents. For example, there was a study that was conducted in, I think it was United Kingdom, after World War II, where they took people, the study was, I think, conducted somewhere in the late 80s or 90s, where people who were in their 60s or 70s were basically uh, recruited for this study, and they were actually children themselves when World War II happened in Europe, and they were given this relationships questionnaire, which actually studies your attachment style. They were divided based on whether they were separated from their parents or not, and their attachment style was assessed. And it was found that those adults who, as children, were separated from their parents during World War II were more likely to show disturbed attachments in childhood. I think the percentage was almost 60% more likely to show disturbed attachment. That's a very high number if you think about how many children must have been separated by war in the last so many years of our history. That's a lot of children who are actually separated from their caregivers, and most of them would have not just post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, but also disturbed attachment. So both together, PTSD and disturbed attachment would be, which is why we see so many mental health problems in disaster zones, or zones where natural calamities have taken place and children have been separated from their parents.